Set now for amateur kickboxing action, Rick Randolph.
Rick the Beast Randolph, 6'1". He says he's freestyle. So he told me earlier he is from Indiana, but he comes by way of Chicago, Illinois. So he's repping Chicago.
Yeah, a lot of the South Bend area does that too.
Yeah, he is a coach. He is a striking coach at his gym as well.
Is this a Baby Shark? Yeah. So I've seen this come out to Baby Shark before, and here it is again.
I hate to play favorites.
I can't hate it because it makes me get all excited. So
I love it.
I love everyone having a great time when they come in.
Yes.
You know, I actually think the funny little cute sounds like this.
And that's great because Dan's kind of the same way. So that's awesome.
top walkout of the night so far.
So
can we give awards for walkout of the night?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean that was definitely a little surprising. Yeah. So as he talked about in Virginia, he won titles on Street Beefs. He has New Line Cage Fighting, King of the Mountain. He believes his cardio, pressure, and activity will be the keys to his victory. The reason why he does the Baby Shark is he feels he identifies with the youth. He does this because he feels it's therapy for him. And he says he's more grounded with strikes. And he wants to gain 3 more belts in his career. He does not have any favorite fighters. But he does love to counsel and do volunteer work, so that's awesome to hear. And now we got your social media nemesis.
His opponent now making his way to the cage, Dan Herina.
Here we go, the red corner, we have Dan, the outsider, Herina, standing at 6'1". He is 39, so they are pretty neck and neck here because Rick is also 6'1" at age 40. So Dan has said that he doesn't really change too much about the way he fights. He tweaks a couple of feints here and there, but otherwise he's actually very honest. He keeps it the same. But he does want a belt before he stops, and I can totally see him going for this and taking one home. He is going to give a lot of energy in this fight, guys. I would not look away. I think this is going to be an explosive match, as everything has been so far tonight.
Right.
So I was watching previous fights of Rick, and I noticed that, if he sets the pace, he owns that fight. But there was one where the other opponent kind of set the pace at first. Rick ended up winning, but the other opponent gave him a run for his money because it wasn't allowing Rick to do what he needed to do. And this is where it says, Dan says he wants to do the same thing. He wants to set a pace, give him no room to get comfortable, and I think that might become victorious for him, but we'll see because Rick is a brawler.
Yes. Yeah, Rick is a big boy.
Yeah, and he says freestyle. I was watching his stuff. He has really nice kicks. I would not, just because he's from Street Beefs, I would not expect him to be not technical. You never know what that's going to bring, but he has some really nice strikes, and so does Dan, and Dan is always game to go.
And as always, with it being heavyweight, just takes one.
Yes. We got big shots. We have knockout power. I'm excited to see when a heavyweight can move fluidly and fast, have maybe some fast twitch muscles. You never know. With the kickboxing, I think we have 2 really game opponents ready to give us a good show.
Good respect there.
I don't know, guys, if this is going to go to a decision.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's not.
Chris, what are your thoughts on this?
If this is the first fight that goes to a decision on the night,
it needs to be a
bad boys in there.
Yeah.
No.
Nemesis Fighting Alliance 14 now
happening.
continues in the heavyweight division. 7 for 3 2-minute rounds of kickboxing brought to you by Sub-Zero Wellness. For all your recovery needs, play hard, recover fast, live well. Sub-Zero-Wellness.com. And now introducing first the blue corner at 6 foot 1 inch tall, weighing 255.7 pounds. Undefeated as a kickboxer with 3 wins, no defeats. He represents Solid Elite and fights out of Chicago, Illinois, Rick Beast Randolph. And now introducing his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. Standing 6 feet 1, weighing 227.7 pounds. Returning to the NFA as a kickboxer, his record stands at 5 wins, 3 losses, representing St. Charles MMA West and fighting out of O'Fallon, Missouri, Dan, the outsider, Herina. Your referee, Josh Stewart.
Here we go.
All right, people, don't look away.
I'm excited to see how the first minute here is going to play out.
Yeah. These are two big boys, too.
Nice kicks out of Herina to start with. He said he didn't want to give him room. I did notice that Randolph likes to fight with his hands down.
Yeah,
this could,
gunslinger. That could
it's been successful for him, but it might pay off at some point for the other.
I don't know about that. He just dropped his hands again
and
when he puts away.
I'll say, and Rick's backing up. I didn't see a whole lot of that in the videos I saw either.
If Herina wants to be successful, I think he's right. He needs to keep the pressure on him, not getting him to breathe. Because once Rick is in his little pace, it's going to be a lot more harder for Dan.
Agreed. Yeah, Dan needs to take control of this fight. As you said,
just stay busy.
When Rick is in control, he's dominant. That was a nice little dip there.
Yeah, I think Dan's doing a great job so far.
The only thing I'll say is, though, I don't know how much longer Dan can take those leg kicks. He's ate quite a few of those without really checking them.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming Rick has, well, that wasn't.
You can see that one body shot on Herina already, on his stomach.
Herina's tough, though.
Nice.
Caught him. Josh
Dan is ready for more. He likes, so Randolph will switch his stance, but he likes his right hook and switch into that hook.
I think Rick's smelling blood.
He's going to be very, dropped him.
I'll say I think Rick was smelling blood.
When he gets into a fury, Rick will throw a series of combos, which looks like it's the upper.
This might be it.
Yep.
He's a stand-up.
Yep, that's it.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
First round finish.
Rick Randolph.
Well, I wanted to see more.
Yeah, the body shot, though.
But I knew it was going to go 3 rounds, but I wanted to see more. And then see the replay.
Check the replay. I think it was a...
Could have been a combo of that sweep and the upper.
You're right. The front kick followed by that hook to the body.
Yeah.
It looks like there and then that.
Yep.
Yep, we both saw the same thing.
Yep. That Teep set it up nicely.
Well, like you said, though, when Rick took control of this fight, that's when it was the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
Dan looked good at the beginning, and then...
Dan was doing good, but that...
Randolph got his feet.
And we saw just for a second, so normally a lot of Rick's fights will look like that. They are a fury of combos. Mm-hmm. And so I think he was just starting to get into his game right there. But that one shot put Dan away.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Josh Stewart calls this contest off at 1 minute, 41 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner by TKO, Rick Beast Randolph.